I don't usually do a lot of, you know, videos regarding events that maybe happen back home in my country. But this one really either triggered me and or just spoke to the core of me because it's like I will stitch the video of this pastor. So his son, who is 16, unlicensed, was driving a car but was going like 10 times the top of the speed and went and crashed into another car that killed the 16-year-old child plus another woman. I think that woman is probably in her middle age, like 40s or something like that. But the thing is, this man initially was lacking accountability in how he was approaching the whole thing. I'm standing on the edge. I'm like, oh, what is that? Why are you branches? But he lacked empathy, first of all, for what happened. No, nothing. I will stitch another video where he was kneeling down after the fact, after there was a whole like backlash at him. Some of these leaders, pastors, they lack accountability, empathy, narcissistic, hell, toxic, lack empathy unless the law or somebody trying to change their image, outer image especially. It's all about image for them. If anything threatened that, then maybe they will consider an apology. That's a fake apology, just like Didi. But anyway, he actually going down on his knee, exaggeration for somebody to feel sorry for him. Your son took your car at the age of 16 with no license, and people are saying this is not the first time this boy has done this, and he didn't say anything. And then sometimes you guys say, oh, it's only in two-parent household that children grow to be well. Okay, it's not always that. If there's no teaching, skill building going on, there could be children growing in two-parent household who would grow up to become theirs because they are not being held accountable. They are brats, they are spoiled, they are entitled. Just in the case of this man and his son, and who knows what he's modeling to his son. Obviously, he showed from the beginning that he lacks accountability, just like his son lacks accountability with the fact that he's not even appropriate to drive yet. He took the car to go driving, and lacking accountability in the fact that I'm too good, I'm not going to follow the rules, I'm just going to speed through. Who knows, maybe he was under the influence, and that speaks volume to whatever could have been going on stuff. And maybe he lost control because he just was driving so fast that once he hit that intersection he couldn't stop. But that speaks to what was going on before, or what could have been shown to him before he went behind the wheels, and why he's even being using the car in the first place. So that's my rant today. It's just to say that many of these people, leaders, lack empathy, lack accountability. If you are with a leader, a boss, a pastor, a whatever, a parent, an uncle, a grandpa, just be mindful and watch for their patterns, how they don't care or lack empathy unless their image becomes of an issue. I keep having this thing in mind. Then maybe they might consider some type of action and pretend apology or pretend to feel sorry for what had actually happened. But in the initial phases, he did not about that those innocent people who lost their lives. But just be mindful. Don't just trust people just because they are leaders, and people are like, they shouldn't be given that title bishop. My people, they like to give people respect where people don't deserve. Just because he's a pastor doesn't mean you lavish so much respect. And this is why these people become so entitled. They're so entitled to the position they're in, and they just take it and run with it, and they run over the people they're supposed to serve. They're supposed to serve. They rather run all over them because now they're like here, and the people they're supposed to serve are down here, way below them. They're like animals where they can run and trample over them. And they treat their sons like their gold, and sometimes they treat their girls and their women in their lives and in their churches and their businesses like trash, or like side pieces to be used and dumped and discarded. That's my word. So watch the patterns of some of these leaders. They can be narcissists and users and abusers and manipulators, as you can see evidence by this. Bye. Love you much.
It is an accident. It is an accident. My son did not carry a gun to gun kill somebody. But I teach you how to put it to them. He involved himself in a terrible accident. And another one who did it. And yet, back again, that is mother. Then I will say that it is my name. Because of my name, that's why this thing is going everywhere. If this guy should have engaged himself in an Okada accident, who is going to mention it? How can I do it? Nobody talk about it. Let yourself from. But because of me, my name, so keep quiet and let's see what the Lord wants to do.